Good evening, everyone, and welcome. It is 7 o'clock on Wednesday. It's Wednesday, right? Wednesday night. And I'm already in my jammies because I went to an office building today to help out. And I just felt like Jeremy by the time I got home. So I took off all my clothes, put on my pajamas, had my dinner, and here I am. So we're so close to the end. We're reading Someone Exactly Like Me by me, Debbie Cromack. I am the author. This is a beautiful, slow burn, friends to lovers romance story between Nicola Mancini and Destiny Cardone. Nico is an Italian actor who has skyrocketed to fame after his saucy role in a saucy movie. And he would like to bring his career over to America and create his American dream and work in Hollywood. And he just doesn't have representation over here. But he happens to meet Destiny, who is a very successful best-selling romance author. And she just happens to be in a bit of a slump at the time the two of them meet. Now, her mother happens to work in Hollywood. So they realize they have this connection. Well, Nico really comes up with the idea and they strike a deal to help one another. And as the terms of the deal play out, romance blossoms. There's some steamy moments and there's some romance, lots of romance. And it's, like I said, a beautiful slow burn. So if you like true romance and a little bit of steamy, not too much, and this would be a great book for you to read. About half the book is in Los Angeles and the other half is in Italy. It is available on Amazon in paperback, in ebook, and free to read on Kindle Unlimited, as is my other book, Untouchable Zane, which both of these are in my Valentine's Day slow burn romance box that you can get. Just message me if you want one. They're $57 in the US. You can also order both of these on my website for $15 each. And when you order a signed copy, I will send you a bookmark and some other things, because I like to include other things. That is on my website at debbiecromack.com. So we're going to get started reading. We're getting very close to the end. And I may read a little bit, because the end of this book includes the beginning of Untouchable Zane. So I may read that. Let's see how far we get. I will be, of course, replacing certain words that we cannot say on here. The whole scene that we did the other night was very hilarious because I couldn't say much of anything, but we got through it. So tonight we are back into it. Let's go. Thank you for the likes. All right. Chapter 27. We are in Destiny's point of view. Carefully unfastening the clasp on the locket, I tuck it into an inside zipper pocket of my purse. Drained from the day, I move slowly, getting ready for bed. When I finally lie down, sleep doesn't come. Even though I'm tired, my mind is all over the place, filled with images I don't want to remember and emotions I don't want to feel. This cuts so much deeper than Kevin. Tears erupt and I sob until I finally succumb to the fatigue of the day. We have a little time gap. Waking before my alarm, I shower, pack, and go to the airport. Thankfully, my flight is on time. I board and settle in, ready to write. Once we're in the air, I pull out my laptop and open my manuscript. I have some big changes to make and lots of flight time to make them. The cursor blinks at me. I stare out the window, eat a snack, and stare at the screen. The cursor stares back. Blink, blink, blink. Getting my purse from under the seat in front of me, I unzip the pocket inside and take out the locket. The locket Nico gave me, my locket, a reminder of a passion I've never known, a connection I've never experienced, and a love I've never felt. I open it, reading the inscription to myself. I believe in you. Fastening it around my neck, I close my eyes, seeing his face. I want to be angry. I want to cry. But I know none of that will help me. Regardless of his feelings, he believed in me. when I didn't believe in myself. Holding the locket between my fingers, I let the crazy range of emotions whirling inside my body fuel me. I gather the tears raining on my soul and scoop up the broken pieces of my heart, letting them all pour out of me onto the page. I write and write and write. Prologue. On my 30th birthday, I fell in love. I fell in love with a man who could never be mine. No hesitation, no holding back. I'm unstoppable. Pausing only to eat and use the restroom, I make the changes that need to be made to shift the story away from being about Nico to being about my heroine and her journey to love, her journey back to herself. By the time we're ready to land, all I have left to write is the ending. I'll spend the next few days finishing it, editing, and then send it off to my beta readers. I'm pleased with how it turned out and nervous. As soon as we land, I check my emails on my phone. Candy's in town and can come over tomorrow. Thank goodness. I text her and we finalize our plans. By the time I get home, it's late. I dig my toiletries out of my suitcase, wash up, and pass out within minutes of my head hitting the pillow. Another time gap as we sleep. Candy arrives with sushi, and as we eat, I tell her everything that happened. I also reprimand her for the sneaky clothing switch, to which she chuckles with glee, knowing I can't stay mad at her. I think I got caught up in it all, you know? I was on this wild adventure with a hot man, just like the stories I create. Italy is so romantic. And Nico, he was, I release an exhale, but it's obviously nothing. None of it meant anything to him. I mean nothing to him. My heart weighs heavy in my chest as the truth rings in my ears. Des, are you absolutely sure? I mean, from everything you just told me, it really seems like there was something on his end. Opening himself up to you, the locket, the things he said. And if I'm being honest, it kind of sounds like he was falling for you. I mean, my heart is yours. That's not something you say to someone you don't have feelings for. Well, if he was, he got over it really fast. And maybe it was all nothing. Maybe once he finally got to have me, he punched the notch on his belt and moved on. Oh, Des, I can't believe that's true. I thought I was going to vomit when I saw him kissing Giovanna. A quick wave of nausea sours my stomach as the image flashes through my head. I just don't see it. She shakes her head, popping a piece of soy sauce-drenched shrimp tempura roll into her mouth. I don't see the two of them together. I knew better. I've been through this before. Experience should have taught me this lesson. I choke on the boulder lodged in my throat as tears sting behind my eyes. Tears sting behind my eyes. You told me to be in the moment, open myself up to possibility. I did, Can. And here I am, my heart shattered, just like I knew it would be. I put down the sushi I was about to eat, not feeling hungry anymore, and curl my leg up onto the sofa, my shoulders hunch. It's never hurt this much before. Will I always feel this way? My lower lip trembles as I speak. I can't stop the tears from pouring out. Candy stops eating immediately and wraps her arms around me. No, honey, you won't always feel this way. You'll heal. Letting me sob, she strokes my hair. Once my crying subsides, we release our embrace. Do you want me to beat him up? I can, you know, and I will. I laugh and shake my head. No, that won't be necessary, I sigh. I can't believe how badly I misinterpreted everything. After we made love and he gave me the locket, I actually thought he had feelings for me. Blowing a puff of air, I get up from the sofa and grab 2 pints of ice cream out of the freezer and 2 spoons. Oh, and on top of everything, Bev and Tom are selling the house. What? Her eyes open wide and her pitch raises. Yep, I say, putting the mint chocolate chip pint in front of her and handing her a spoon. What does that mean for you? She asks, grabbing a spoon. I don't know yet. Taking the lid off my mocha chip, I scoop a spoonful into my mouth. Bev said they'd like to negotiate something with me first since I've been such a good tenant for so many years. Well, that's good, right? I don't know, I shrug. I don't think I can afford this place on my own as far as buying it. I certainly don't have any kind of down payment saved up. I have no idea what I'm going to do. I emailed her back today saying I'm open to discussing it with them, but I honestly don't think I can swing it. Des, I'm so sorry. Can I help at all? There's really nothing you can do, but I love you for wanting to help. My mom told me about a few openings at Creative Artists. I called today and I have an interview next week. Oh, you don't want to do that. I don't, but what choice do I have? I can't believe what a mess my life is right now. Your life isn't a mess, she says, finishing the last bite of her fried rice and lifting the lid off her mint chocolate chip ice cream. You're just in the midst of some challenges. You will get to the other side of all this, and your life will be better than you imagined. I know it. I know it in my soul. I hope you're right. I take another scoop of ice cream. On the plus side, I finished the book today and I'm sending it to my betas tomorrow after I make sure the formatting looks okay. I'm really happy with how it turned out. Ooh, that's amazing. When will you publish it? I want to read it. Next month. Your signed copy will be waiting for you. I wink at her. She squeals, drumming her feet on the floor. Can't wait. The next week passes quickly. My betas absolutely love my book and I'm thrilled. My interview at Creative Artists goes well. Though I'm not looking forward to hearing back from them, I probably need to suck it up and get some stable income coming in. While my beta readers, editor, and advanced reader copy readers love the book, that doesn't mean anything about what my sales will look like. Bev and Tom are out of town, so we set up some time to talk when they get back. Nico has finally stopped trying to reach me. It's for the best. There's nothing to say. Still, he invades my thoughts more often than not. His tender side, his depth, his kiss, his passion. He's in every breath I take. The end of that chapter. I forget if I was going to, well, the next chapter is kind of long. 28, 29 is short. How about, you want me to keep going? All right, we will start chapter 28 and we will go a little bit into it and then we'll finish it off tomorrow night. Chapter 28. Yay! All right, we jump to Nico's point of view in chapter 28. I searched for her all over Naples. I went to every hotel I could think of. It was useless. I searched for hours and couldn't find her. Maybe I should leave her alone. Maybe I'm no good for her, but I can't stop thinking about her, about our time together, about how I feel about her. I can't just let her go without fighting for her. At the very least, she deserves to know what happened with Gigi and that it wasn't what she thinks. My current project has me so busy. By the time I'm in my hotel room, I'm exhausted and go to sleep. I don't want to try to talk to her when I'm tired like that. Today we travel to a different location and I have some downtime. When I call her, it goes to voicemail again. I haven't left messages before. Why won't she answer? I've hurt her. That's why. Damn. Destiny, it's Nico. Please let me talk to you. I need to explain things to you. I don't want to leave a message. Please call me. I hang up. My heart aches for her. I need a freaking cigarette. Sitting out on the balcony of my hotel room, I grab my pack, staring at it in my hand. Damn. I take out a cigarette, but don't put it in my mouth. Instead, I rest my elbow on my knee and roll the cigarette between my thumb, index, and middle fingers. I gaze at the tobacco tip, staring down the barrel of a loaded gun. Enough. Dad's voice echoes in my head. Putting the cigarette back in the pack, I get out my phone and call Destiny's friend Heidi, to make an appointment and see if she can help me finally quit smoking. It's time. Jump to Destiny's point of view. There was something in Nico's voice when I listened to his message. I can't decipher it, but it tugs at my heart. I feel bad for not getting back to him. We'd become friends, and now I'm letting my wounded heart make me childish and ignore him. He has plenty of friends, and now he has a relationship with Giovanna. I'll be a distant memory soon enough. Time gap. The next few weeks fly by so fast, my head is spinning. I'm called in for a second interview at Creative Artists. While the interview goes well and I can do the job, the thought of being chained to a desk for 8 hours a day makes my chest tight. I published my book and have the highest sales I've had on a release day, even earning #1 bestseller once again. Not a day passes where I haven't had sales. I'm back. Though I'm riding the high of success and a burst of income, I'm still on the fence about whether or not I should take the position at Creative Artists if they offer it to me. I don't want to be reckless. Bev and Tom make me an offer I can't refuse. Taking out the formalities of going through realtors makes the transaction pretty simple. They've also offered owner financing because of our long-standing relationship, making the deal manageable for me. To celebrate, Henry invites me to dinner. With Nico haunting my thoughts day and night, going to dinner with Henry might be what I need to start getting over him. Henry takes me to Vespertine, where we enjoy a delicious meal, and I do my best to pretend to be interested in whatever it is he's talking about. He's a nice man with a good heart, and he's very well-meaning. I'm really trying to give him a chance. Forcing myself to pay attention to him isn't working. My mind drifts easily to Nico. Let him go. When Henry brings me home, I invite him in, which I've never done before. Would you like a glass of wine? I asked, taking off my shoes and setting my purse on the bench. Yeah, sure. What do you have? He asks, leaving his shoes on and following me into the kitchen. Honestly, just one red and one white. He releases a stuffy laugh. I'll take your red. Did you know that the grapes for Cabernet Sauvignon are... His voice mutes as the memory of Nico's adorable expression when he took his first bite of s'mores enters my head. I pour our wine and we go out to my back porch. Would you like to go down by the water as the sun sets? He tugs on his suit jacket and adjusts his glasses on his face. The sun's almost down and I'm not really dressed for that. How about we sit here, he suggests, sitting on my swing. Nico would have taken his shoes and socks off at the door, and he'd be tossing his jacket on the swing, rolling up his pant legs, and running out to the edge of the water, holding my hand and bringing me with him. Stop it. Yeah, I suppose you're not. As the sun sinks into the ocean, liquefied orange merging with the horizon, Henry drones on about the intricate process of how grapes become wine. Setting his glass on the ground, he straightens the peaked lapels of his jacket and turns his body toward me. Destiny, we've been kind of seeing each other for a while now, and I'd like to know if it's okay for me to kiss you. Oh boy. Thank you for asking, Henry. I think that would be fine. This couldn't be more awkward. Adjusting his stiff posture, he leans toward me, bumping his nose into mine. Oh, I'm sorry. He takes off his glasses and tucks them into his jacket pocket. It's okay. He tries again, and my mouth is cavity searched by his tongue. Trying to give this a chance to improve, I close my eyes. The instant I do, Nico floods me, drowning out Henry's inexperienced tongue, probing in and out of my mouth and slobbering all over my lips. Images of Nico and I together overtake my thoughts. I can't do this. I push Henry off me. Henry, I'm sorry, I say, standing up, dabbing at his saliva around my lips with the side of my index finger. I can't do this. The eyes of a wounded puppy stare up at me. Did I do something wrong? I pull my lips in and shake my head. No, you didn't do anything wrong. You've been so kind to me, and I've enjoyed spending time with you. I pause. He stands up, her eyes shifting back and forth between mine. Then what is it? I take his hands in mine. The truth is, my heart belongs to someone else. And until I can get over him, it's not fair to you if we continue down this path. Oh, he looks down at his feet and releases my hands. I understand. We go back into the house, his tail hanging between his legs. I walk him to the door and he turns to me. We stand in the spot where I'd gaze into Nico's eyes and he'd kiss my cheeks. When you're over him, you know where to find me. A hopeful smile strains his face. I do, though I'll never look for you. After feeling what I felt for Nico, our connection, our intimacy, our passion, I won't settle ever again. Good night then. Goodbye, Henry. Shutting the door behind him, I get our wine glasses from the porch and lock up. Putting his glass in the sink, I refill mine and turn on the fireplace and some music. I go upstairs and change into my pajamas, grab my stuffed pig and journal, and go back downstairs. Taking the blanket off the corner of the sofa, I sit down and wrap it around me. Desperate to erase the last few hours, I close my eyes and try to meditate. As I focus my breathing, Nico's face appears. The wind blows his hair, and his smile I've grown so fond of warms me. I open my eyes, blowing a heavy exhale. Please go away. Okay, I'm going to stop there for tonight. Tomorrow, we will jump into Nico's point of view and we will finish off the book. Let me know what you're thinking. Oh, I'm freezing. Is it windy there? YouTube, I would love to know your comments about the book. Are you enjoying it? Do you have questions about it? If you do, let me know. Again, you can get this on Amazon. And I am very excited for you to be able to finish this with me tomorrow night. So I would love it if you would like and share this video. And I really would love it if you would subscribe and hang around with me for a while. So you guys over here on TikTok, you hang with me. And YouTube, I'm going to say goodbye for tonight. Catch you tomorrow night.